Welcome to another conversation with the Brothers of Too Complex. We appreciate y'all for clicking on this video, but before we get into the content, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of these bangers that we drop every single week. We appreciate the support. God bless. So somebody posted on Instagram, or tweeted actually, yes, and we saw it on Instagram. You sent it to me actually.
Yeah.
That the question was, would you say that Future's run might be better than Lil Wayne's run? And the caption says, the 2012-2017 run Future had might be better than Wayne's run if we keeping it 1,000. D-Lo, let me know what you think about this. And do you agree with the post, my brother?
I don't like it at all, Russ.
I don't like it, Russ. I
don't like it at all, Russ. For everybody that don't know what I'm saying right now, Russ Parr in the morning. That used to be, I forgot the dude's name, but that was one of the skits. Dude would come on talking about he don't like this, he don't like that, and that's the first thing he would say when Russ Parr asked him, "Yo, how you feel about this?" "I don't like it at all, Russ." But no, I don't like this, and I might be biased on the topic, and so my point of view on this may be skewed a bit. But ain't no way in hell that Future run is close to Wayne's run. Wayne was a monster in his run. And I'm saying his run was from 2004 when the Carter 1 came out to 2011. Realistically, it's probably 2007 to 2011. But from the Carter 1, when everybody ears started to really perk up to Wayne until 2011, that run was crazy. He was on, he had mixtapes. He was on everybody's song. He was doing remixes. I think he had 100 features he did in 1 year. In 2000,
boy, was working.
When did Carter 3 come out?
Carter 3 came out, I'll tell you right now.
Right before the Carter 3 came out.
2008.
So 2007. That's the peak of his, and that's where everybody's saying the peak of his run started. It was on 100 features in 2007. 100 features in 2007. And all of those verses were insane. So insane. I mean, I acknowledge that Future's run was good, but compared to Wayne, Future ain't shit. Did you catch the reference?
I caught that.
You caught the reference? Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Lewis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit. Hey. Coming to America for y'all that don't know.
I caught that.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, but how you feel about it, man?
I tend to agree with you, bro. Because Lil Wayne was popping well before that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, one of my favorite albums to him is the first Carter. To me, that has
Carter
to be
1.
Carter 1 is one of my favorite albums of Lil Wayne. And that came out
Carter
in 04.
is what it's called, actually. There's no 1 to it, it's just the Carter.
Yeah. The Carter was my favorite Carter 3 was fire. Carter 2 was great. I think Carter 2, most people would say Carter 2 was the best, and that came out in 05. But Carter 1 was one of my favorite. I still listen to Carter 1 and Carter 2 to this day. To this day, I still listen to Carter 1 and Carter 2. And those two albums, along with a couple of joints from T.I. and a couple of artists, and of course Kanye was in there. But Lil Wayne with those first two Carters and the mixtapes he came out with, boy, the dedications, and while I'm drawing a blank on them joints now, dedications, the no ceilings, the droughts, bro. Yeah. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Now, I can give Future some credence. And say that he did have some bangers whenever he did drop some in 2011 through 2014. Of course, he had Pluto. He had Honest. He was he had a lot of songs on the Billboard chart. Then he came a few.
Most of those were with Drake, though.
No. They were not. Honestly.
Yeah.
The first few of his albums weren't even with Drake, but he did.
We're saying 2012 to 2017, right?
I'm just starting from the very, very beginning, like 11, 12.
The run was 2012, 2017.
Okay.
According to the post.
Make your point.
No, go ahead and finish. I'm sorry. But all I'm trying to say is the run was from 2012. It's what the dude said.
2012, 2017.
Where we working from 2012. Most of those songs that he had from that range, from that time frame, that we like, oh yeah, this is with Drake?
He had
Go
some
ahead.
songs in there. He had some songs in
I mean,
there
he
that hit
did
the
have songs by
Billboard
himself. I'm
that
not saying
were
he
not
didn't.
with him, like Same Damn Time, Turn on the Lights. What was it? Then he dropped the album My Name Is My Name. Then he had Never End that had Kelly in it. Then he had he did the remix of Same Damn Time that had the Diddler and Ludacris in it. Then he dropped the song Love Song with Rihanna. So he had some.
I didn't know who you was talking about at first, but did it register? It's like, who's the Diddler? Oh, never mind.
So, but he had some songs with Wiz Khalifa, Kanye, but then he did drop the album "What a Time to Be Alive" with Drake that went crazy, and there's still an album. Some of them songs I play to this day too. So he did have a great run from 12 to 17, but it does not compare. And we actually had a we had another music one that's still going crazy to this day about Jay-Z. I wonder if this video gonna go crazy like that Jay-Z video still going crazy, because they trying to push peak for peak. Wayne's peak can't be touched, bro, by nobody. By nobody, bro.
In any genre.
Who you put up against Wayne in his peak, you can't touch Wayne. The only person that will come close to numbers with Lil Wayne, but not actually like heat and hot on the street, would be Eminem. But whenever you talking about Future compared to Wayne and the peaks, boy, stop. There ain't no way you trying to compare Future to Lil Wayne. Now, for people who were in college around that time, this has to be somebody a lot younger than us that posted this on social media. But for people who came up on Future was the new Wayne at one point, because Wayne carried us from 03 to about 2012 or so. And then Future took over from 12 to about 17. You see what I'm saying? And he kind of fell off, but then came back with Metro Boomin here recently in the past year. But bro, like, nah, there's no way that you sit here saying Future is touching Wayne in their peaks. No fucking way you saying that.
So, from in Future's peak, what was his best song in that 2012, 2017 range?
I would have to say the one that he had with The Weeknd. That was my favorite song.
Low Life?
I can't say that. Low Life. I think that might have been his to me, but maybe it was Same Damn Time was popping because people was doing the pipe it up dance to that joint. You know what I'm saying? And then he had some bangers. I can't sit here and say he didn't have bangers. Yeah. I would say to me between that time frame, it would have to be Low Life. Me personally.
And so then in Wayne's peak, what was his? What would you say his?
Well,
probably a milli, maybe, or
probably either that or why am I drawing blanks, bro? Either that or it would probably have to be a milli,
or the poppy lollipop or
Mrs. Officer.
Mrs. Officer.
But I would say a milli. It'd probably be a milli.
So for me though, I feel like Jumpman was
a fire ass song.
Exactly.
But I like
Lil Life. I like
Drake better than I like Jumpman. It is with Drake. I like Lil Life better than I like me personally. I like Lil Life.
Not quite the Drake effect, but you know what I mean? But you know, that's all I'm saying. Yeah. Is
and to be perfectly honest, Drake carried that song. If we being real.
But all I'm saying is the peak. Because listen,
like 2 or 3 weeks out that country.
2015 was when that album came out. What a Time to Be Alive.
Yeah,
and that album was played every weekend because I remember because the Panthers was going crazy that year, and we was and Cam and them was bumping it out of that song, out of that album, and so I considered 2015 to be the height of Future and listen, I already said it. I'm biased, so I like Future, but I don't like him better than Wayne. But I consider
Future
2015.
Grew on me, but I definitely don't like him better than Wayne. But he grew on me.
2015 was the height of Future, and he was with Drake, who we know what Drake brings to the table when he's on songs. He has an effect on how the music is played. So I mean, that's just me. But are we overhyping the body of work for Wayne?
Hell no. The fuck no. Everybody, bro. Hell no. We ain't no way we overhyping it because everybody knows Wayne. Everybody knows Future too, but even people who, because the reason why I say Future grew on me is because I had a young lady I was dating, you know her name, that grew up, it was in college around that time where Future started to pop. Dark skin.
I mean, you don't put me on blast like that on the pod, bro. You know her name.
You know who it is. You know all of them, dog. Come on.
Yeah,
my brother, man. Stop playing with me, bro. But no,
just put me on blast like that.
My fault. but she grew up in that time whenever Future was starting to pop. Like she was in college around that 2010, 2011, 2012 kind of time frame. But the crazy thing is that she also understood who Lil Wayne was, and she would probably even say that Lil Wayne's peak was way better than Future's peak. Everybody knows that. So but I still listen to the mixtapes from 2004, 5, 6 to this day, bro. Like I don't listen to much Future, but I didn't really grow up on Future. I grew up on Wayne, but I still listen to some Future's music. Like a lot of his music was great, but I'm not listening to him over Lil Wayne in any instance. But we old heads, though, so who we gonna tell?
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to consider is the fact that because we grew up on Wayne. Wayne started really getting hot when we were like just figuring out who we were as individuals, and now that we do, and Future is coming behind, it's like, well, he has nothing on Wayne, and I would venture to say if young cats was to really sit down and listen to Wayne's body of work and compare it to what they've heard of Future, they would feel the same way. But I agree. Like you said, the person that tweeted this, put it on Instagram, whatever the case is probably much younger than us, or if not much younger than us, he's right at his,
maybe at his 30s.
And it was like, Future was that guy, but he has nothing on Wayne. I'm sorry.
Nothing. This is zero. It's zero on Wayne. Even when Wayne tried to do his little rock and roll thing, still nothing on him.
Right, because I
actually can see that.
Yeah, that Wayne rock and roll album was trash, but
it was
but still he came back and because he did that rock and roll album because he couldn't put out the other Carters, right? Because he wasn't getting so.